Oh, welcome to Electrical 242 Grounding, Electrical Code Grounding. And this little video will run you around the website and give you an idea of what to do for each week. It'll be an 8-week course and we'll be moving on quite a bit real fast here. What I've got here is the student view, what you see. And at this home page here we have the syllabus, which is right here. And I'll go and click on that and you'll see the syllabus. Bring it up. Here we go. Okay, typically the prerequisites for this are Electrical 245 or 250. And talk about the outcomes. You should demonstrate the ability to apply general requirements for grounding and bonding of electrical installations per the National Electrical Code, and distinguish between grounded and non-grounded electrical systems and explain their differences. We'll be using the 2014 National Electrical Code and Electrical Grounding and Bonding, the 4th edition, which is based on the 2014 NEC. And there's the ISBN there for it. And this is a web-only course. All the reading assignments, everything will be online, and you must ask questions on the course forum, not by instructor email. Make sure your questions are all asked online. That way everybody can take the benefit of that. So this week we'll be doing the Introduction and Grounding Unit, Unit 1. And again next week we'll be finishing Unit 1. There'll be a spring break, but I'll be opening up week 2, and so that you can get a jump on that and get going. And you see we get into system grounding, and then we'll be doing two units. We'll be covering grounding electrode system and the enclosure and raceway and service grounding. We talk about bonding and equipment grounding, and then get down to Unit 7, methods of equipment grounding, grounding of specific equipment, and then we've got the final exam on the last week. The lecture is primarily, we've got the PowerPoints that are on there, and as needed, I'll pop up some videos that you'll be required to watch. There's reading in each unit, and I may post more material links for in-depth based on what the questions are. We'll have 6 quizzes. Best of your 5 scores will be used to determine your final grade. Your homework, reading and questions, we listed in Canvas, and you're required to log in, complete your homework assignments each week. No makeup, no extension or due dates. Required to keep up with the class due to the short nature. Reading should be completed prior to the start of class each week. Enable questions to be answered for any concepts not clear or you don't understand. I have the homework set up in quiz format, but you're allowed an unlimited number of opportunities to get the correct answer. And any homework that requires a paper will be submitted in PDF format. And again, only 1 file per assignment. I don't want to sit there and have multiple pages or files to go and put your assignment into 1 page or 1 assignment. If I do have an assignment that's required by PDF, you'll have a grading rubric associated with it, so you can see that before you submit it. In discussion, I'll post a question. There's a question up there for this week, very simple, looking what your knowledge is on that particular topic, and you can reply to the discussion board and then participate in other people's comments. And in that discussion area, we're expected to follow accepted standards of Netiquette and your interaction with the other students. Here's a good link that explains what that involves. And if I see that you're not participating, I'm going to send you a note and say, hey, what's happening? You're falling behind. Not participating, I'm going to end up dropping you in the class. No late homework and no makeup on quizzes. Here's your grading method. As far as your discussions are 20% of your grade, homework 35%, And your quizzes, best 5 of 6 is 45%. Here's our grading scale over here. Okay? You know, absence is kind of interesting in an online class. It's basically your responsibility to log in and complete the homework by the assigned due date. You do that and I won't know that you're missing. And especially with this online format, if you have to travel or go out of town, you can log in from your hotel or wherever you are and keep up. One big thing is I really have no tolerance for is any form of cheating or plagiarism. That's copying somebody else's work. And you know what? We're in electrical, and if you're going to cheat your way through the program, I don't want to work with you, and I don't want you working with anybody else. That's the quickest way to get an F, is to do any kind of cheating or plagiarism. Alright, if you decide to withdraw, you need to do that prior to April 19th, which is a real short drop date. If you're in the class after the 19th, you'll get a grade of A through F depending on what you earned in the class. How about over here at the help desk? There's all kinds of help. Academic resources, student success centers, tutoring, supplemental instruction, learning, student online readiness. It's a lot of stuff you can do to help you out, help yourselves out. The course is set up to meet ADA requirements, and all the videos and everything will be closed captioned. And if you don't have computer access at home, you can use it at any of the computers in our labs. You know, most of the classrooms in QQ have computers, and you use those as long as class is not in session. And one thing I really request, please don't work on this class when you're in somebody else's class. It doesn't work for me, and I know that won't work for them. You have to have an up-to-date browser, operating system, and here's some information on all of that. You'll need a scanner or access to a scanner, or you photograph some of the things if you need to turn those in, insert it into your document. I'll be using the regular use of the announcements. I'll post things up there, and if I see that you're falling behind, you'll get a little nudge in the class. And if I see you're falling behind, I'll send you a little nudge Canvas and kind of help you move along and keep you on track. Questions should be done in the discussion forum. Don't send me emails. It's going to be the easiest way for me to lose your questions, by sending me email, and that gets mixed with the 300 daily emails I get for other purposes. Okay, best contact is through the discussion boards or private message on Canvas. Here's my office hours. Saturdays I'm on campus from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. You want to come by and see me, you'll typically find me in RR 101. Can help you out with any questions you might have. I'm going to go back up to the top up here, and there is the online student readiness, and I'll show you another place to reach that. If we come back, it's right here, preparation for the online class. You'll follow this link and come over here, and you see you've got a workshop, you've got a work study skills, videos. All of these are excellent things for you to follow to get yourself all caught up in what you have to do to succeed in an online class. Believe me, don't make the mistake of thinking of since they're online, it's going to be an easier class. It is easy to fall behind in an online class if you're not making a concerted effort to spend time each week. Now in the class itself, you're going to see the announcements up here, discussions, assignments, quizzes, the modules. Check on your grades. You'll see the syllabus here. If I click on syllabus, you'll see everything show up here, all the items for each week. If I click on modules, you're going to see everything for that week right here in one area. So you have your assignment. You want to go and do your introduction and short bio. I've seen some people, I put quite a bit up there, and I saw some people already answer that, and it's like 1 or 2 lines long. Really? That's all you're going to tell us about yourself? Come on. Beef it up a little bit more. You've got your reading assignments. So we click on the reading assignments, and here they are. You want to start Unit 1, start on page 37, end on page 58, 21 pages to cover. Plus you need to cover these PowerPoint presentations here. I'm going to go back. And you've got your introduction PowerPoint and your Unit 1 PowerPoint. Okay. Then you got homework. So after you do your reading, after you go through the PowerPoints, you'll have your homework. And go through, and that'll be a little quiz that you'll have to do. And again, you get unlimited opportunities to get 100% on that one. Then you've got questions for that week. Okay, click on that. And here's the first week's question. From your understanding, what is the difference between a grounding wire and a grounded wire? I say, don't worry if you don't know. This is one thing you should completely understand by the end of this course. Just give me what you think the difference is between those two. Just reply to this post, and then you can see the other answers, and you can then, once you make your own reply, you can comment on other students' comments. And you've got Unit 1 homework. So you got 2 sets of homework here plus the questions. That'll be the format for the week. And very shortly you'll see week number 2 pop up here, and you can get going on that. So if we go over here to the discussions area, you'll see the questions and the introduction for the first week. And then if you've got generic questions for me not covered in the weekly discussion topics, that's where they go. And here's the required textbook. That's what it should look like. The 4th edition. Okay, they should be at the bookstore. You can also get them on Amazon. Let's go click there and see what pops up. There it is. Okay, so we've got 4 left in stock. If you get it on Amazon, make sure that someone will deliver it quickly, because some sellers that go out and wait for an order, then they go buy it from somebody else and ship it, and you're left waiting and hanging, waiting for the book to show up. That pretty much wraps it up, and follow this out each week. When I turn on the next week, it'll show up here. You can click on it, and you can see I don't have it turned on yet, but that week 2 will be turned on shortly so that you can access it. There is a course calendar, and you can scroll through here and you can see all the due dates lined up for you. Okay, so let's get cracking, get this course done, and hopefully you'll get something out of it and understand what this grounding and bonding stuff is all about.